Hello students, this is the fourth video of ecosystem and topic of today is ecosystem and laws of thermodynamics, in which we will study whether ecosystem obeys the laws of thermodynamics and what are the first and second law of thermodynamics. So let's start. Now let us look at ecosystem and first law of thermodynamics. According to the first law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another. So what is first law of thermodynamics? Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but can be converted from one form to another. Now let us look at this law in relation to the ecosystem. We know that green plants manufacture their food with the help of sunlight, and this happens by a process called photosynthesis. So, in photosynthesis, solar energy is being converted into chemical energy. What is happening in photosynthesis? Solar energy is being converted into chemical energy, and this chemical energy is stored in glucose because glucose is the end product of photosynthesis. Now, what would happen? This plant would be eaten up by the animals, and this in animals, this chemical energy in glucose would be converted into adenosine triphosphate ATP by the process of respiration. So what is happening in an ecosystem is that one form of energy, for example solar energy, is being converted into chemical energy in plants, and this chemical energy is converted into ATP in animals. So one form of energy is changing into other form of energy, and energy is neither created nor destroyed. So we can say that ecosystem obeys the first law of thermodynamics. One should also remember that the energy flow is unidirectional, that is, from the producers to the consumers. Energy can never flow from the consumers to the producers because the consumers, they are dependent on producers for food. So energy will always flow from the producers to the consumers, that is, from the plants to the animals. It cannot flow from the animals to the plants. It will always flow from the plants towards the animals. Let us look at ecosystem and second law of thermodynamics. So, what is the second law of thermodynamics? Second law states that a system and its surrounding always proceed to a state of maximum disorderness or randomness or entropy. So a system and its surroundings always proceed to a state of disorder, entropy or randomness, and this is the second law of thermodynamics. Now let us look this law in relation to the ecosystem. Imagine we have a container. In this container, we have molecules of different concentration. Now, the molecules would move from higher concentration to the area of lower concentration, and then they would become randomly distributed. Similarly, ecosystem. In ecosystem, all components would become randomly distributed until a constant energy, a constant supply of energy is given to the ecosystem to counteract this randomness or disorderliness. So we can say that ecosystem obeys the second law of thermodynamics. Now, second law of thermodynamics also state that energy transformation is never efficient. Now, what do you mean by energy transformation is never efficient? Let us look at it. Now, we know energy flows from producers to herbivores, then towards the carnivores, and then towards the top carnivores. Now, when this energy flows through the various organisms of the ecosystem, some of the energy is lost as heat. So, this means energy transformation is never efficient because some of the energy is always lost as heat when it flows from producers toward the herbivores, from the herbivores towards the carnivores, and from the carnivores toward the top carnivores. Only 10% energy is transformed from the producers to the herbivores. And then again the 10% of the energy would be transferred from the herbivores toward the carnivores. So energy would be lost as heat. Rest 90% would be lost as heat. So this means energy transformation is never efficient. So if you have gained something from this video, do subscribe to my channel Ramji Chopra and like this video and please comment. Thank you.